When most people think of dogs, they imagine loyal companions curled up beside a fireplace, playful pets racing across a backyard, or trusted guardians standing watch over the families they love. Dogs have earned their place as humanity's closest animal companions, sharing our homes and lives for thousands of years. But millions of years before modern dogs became our friends, their distant relatives belonged to a far more dangerous world. In the prehistoric landscapes of North America, dog-like predators were not household companions, but powerful hunters competing for survival among some of the largest mammals ever to walk the continent. Among the most fearsome of these ancient predators was Epizion, a giant canine whose size, strength, and crushing bite made it one of the most intimidating hunters of its age. To understand just how formidable Epizion was, it helps to imagine North America around 15 million years ago. Vast grasslands stretched endlessly toward the horizon, while herds of ancient horses grazed across open plains. Strange camel relatives wandered alongside rhinoceros-like mammals, creating ecosystems filled with enormous herbivores. Wherever large prey existed, powerful predators inevitably followed. Epizion thrived in this environment, occupying a position near the top of the food chain. Its name roughly means more than a dog, and few descriptions could be more accurate. This was not simply a larger version of a modern canine. It belonged to a specialized group known as bone-crushing dogs, predators that evolved unique adaptations allowing them to exploit food sources unavailable to most other carnivores. The first thing that would have terrified any observer was its sheer size. Some species of Epizion weighed more than 300 pounds, making them substantially larger than modern wolves and rivaling the size of some bears. Imagine a German shepherd multiplied several times over with a broader skull, thicker muscles, and a body built for overpowering large prey. Its massive shoulders and powerful frame gave it an imposing presence that few animals would challenge. In an age where survival often depended on strength and intimidation, size alone gave Epizion a tremendous advantage. Yet its most frightening weapon was not its body mass, but the incredible power hidden within its jaws. Fossil evidence reveals a skull built like a biological crushing machine. Thick teeth, reinforced jawbones, and enormous muscle attachment points indicate that Epizion possessed one of the most powerful bites among prehistoric canines. Unlike many predators that primarily consumed flesh, Epizion could crack and crush bone with astonishing efficiency. Bones that would stop other hunters became valuable food resources filled with nutrient-rich marrow. This adaptation allowed Epizion to extract nearly every usable calorie from a carcass, reducing waste and increasing survival opportunities. Scientists once debated whether such adaptations meant it was primarily a scavenger, but modern evidence suggests it was much more than that. Its long legs and athletic build indicate an animal capable of actively hunting across open terrain, while also taking full advantage of carcasses when opportunities arose. Epizion likely pursued a variety of large herbivores, including ancient horses, camel-like mammals, and young rhinoceros relatives that shared its habitat. Picture a group of these giant predators moving silently through tall grass, remaining nearly invisible until they closed the distance between themselves and their prey. Their combination of endurance, strength, and bone-crushing power would have made them among the most effective hunters in prehistoric North America. What makes Epizion especially fascinating is that it lived long after the age of dinosaurs, reminding us that Earth remained filled with extraordinary creatures, even millions of years after the great reptiles vanished. While many people think of dinosaurs when imagining prehistoric giants, mammals like Epizion demonstrate that later eras were every bit as dramatic and dangerous. For millions of years, Epizion successfully dominated its environment, but even apex predators cannot escape the forces of change forever. Shifting climates, evolving prey populations, changing habitats, and increasing competition gradually transformed North America's ecosystems. The specialized lifestyle that had once made bone-crushing dogs so successful became more difficult to sustain, and eventually Epizion disappeared from the world, leaving behind only fossils and clues about its remarkable existence. Yet its legacy remains extraordinary. Today, dogs sleep peacefully beside humans and spend their lives as beloved companions, but deep within their evolutionary history lies a lineage connected to some of the most powerful canine predators ever known. Epizion stands as a reminder that Earth's past was filled with giants, and among those giants, few dog-like hunters were as terrifying, successful, and impressive as this ancient ruler of the prehistoric plains.